evening air is heavy, the kind before the rain. A canvas painted in the colors of the deepest pain. We used to watch the stars appear, a constellation guide. Now every speck of light's a place our love has died. I used to count the promises in every cloud that passed. Now I count the moments when I knew it wouldn't last. It's a sky full of goodbye, written in the blue, a silent declaration that I'm losing you. The horizon holds no comfort, just a fading lonely gray. Every single cloud shaped like you, drifting away. I'm looking up at heaven, but there's no angel here, just a sky full of goodbye and the echo of a tear. The sunset used to feel like fire, burning bright and bold. A future we were forging, a story to be told. Now the orange bleeds to blackness, a bruising kind of hue, reminding me the light is gone, reminding me of you. We were supposed to fly together, higher than the moon. Now I'm anchored to the ground beneath this endless lonely tune. It's a sky full of goodbye, written in the blue, a silent declaration that I'm losing you. The horizon holds no comfort, just a fading lonely gray. Every single cloud shaped like you, drifting away. I'm looking up at heaven, but there's no angel here, just a sky full of goodbye and the echo of a tear. If I could build a ladder, climb up through the atmosphere, maybe I could catch you, keep you always here. But gravity is real, and the pulling is too strong. The space between us widens, it's where we now belong. No stars can guide me home now, the map is all erased, just a vast cold emptiness of the love we can't replace. It's a sky full of goodbye, written in the blue, a silent declaration that I'm losing you. The horizon holds no comfort, just a fading lonely gray. Every single cloud shaped like you, drifting away. I'm looking up at heaven, but there's no angel here, just a sky full of goodbye and the echo of a tear. A sky full of goodbye. I watch the darkness rise, a silent empty space. I forget your face. Goodbye, goodbye, just a sky full of goodbye. Marsh is quiet now, the way it wasn't then. when your voice carried on the wind. A promise round the bend. We built a world of Spanish moss and secrets in the sand, a sanctuary only you and I could understand. But the tide turned cold, the colors faded fast. Our fragile hidden heaven wasn't meant to last. Now I walk the lonely shoreline, where the crawdads sing of sorrow, their little voices whispering, there is no tomorrow. Just the echo of your laughter in the cypress trees, a haunting melody carried on the bitter breeze. And the water holds reflections of a ghost I used to know. Me, standing where you left me, with nowhere else to go. You saw the wilderness in me and claimed it as your own, tamed the untamed places I had only ever known. But the wild is meant to wander, and your heart began to stray, leaving footprints in the mud that washed right away. I'm just a creature of the swamp, adapted to the pain, waiting for a sunshine that only brings the rain. Now I walk the lonely shoreline, where the crawdads sing of sorrow, their little voices whispering, there is no tomorrow. Just the echo of your laughter in the cypress trees, a haunting melody carried on the bitter breeze. And the water holds reflections of a ghost I used to know. Me, standing where you left me, with nowhere else to go. They say the marsh takes what the heart can't keep, secrets buried silent while the lost ones weep. The mud is deep and endless, just like this despair. A love so vast it vanishes into thin air. I listen for a sign, a whisper, anything at all, but all I hear is silence and the crawdads' lonely call. Now I walk the lonely shoreline, where the crawdads sing of sorrow, their little voices whispering, there is no tomorrow. Just the echo of your laughter in the cypress trees, a haunting melody carried on the bitter breeze. And the water holds reflections of a ghost I used to know. Me, standing where you left me, with nowhere else to go. With nowhere else to go. Only the tides ebb and flow, and the crawdads sing of sorrow, forever in the marsh below. The piano sits there dusty, the strings refuse to hum. The vibrant chords we used to strike are now completely numb. We used to make a masterpiece, a melody so clear, but the conductor left the stage, abandoning me here. The music died the moment that the curtain finally fell, leaving just the empty air inside this silent shell. is silence, a vast and lonely sound, the loudest symphony of loss I've ever found. No violins are soaring, no drum beats for my heart, just the devastating quiet since we've been apart. It's a symphony of silence, a score I can't erase, the only song remaining in this empty, hollow place. Every note you promised me was written in the air, but vanished when the wind picked up a whisper of despair. I try to sing a solo now, but my voice just cracks and breaks, drowning in the cacophony of all our past mistakes. The harmony we found together, seamless and so strong, it's just a ghost that haunts the halls where we once belonged. Now all I hear is silence, a vast and lonely sound, the loudest symphony of loss I've ever found. No violins are soaring, no drum beats for my heart, just the devastating quiet since we've been apart. It's a symphony of silence, a score I can't erase, the only song remaining in this empty, hollow place. The quiet is deafening, it echoes through the night. It paints a darker picture than the absence of the light. It's louder than the thunder, sharper than a knife, knowing that this emptiness is the soundtrack of my life. I listen for a single note, a memory, a sign, but all that fills the concert hall is this quiet, cruel design. Now all I hear is silence, a vast and lonely sound, the loudest symphony of loss I've ever found. No violins are soaring, no drum beats for my heart, just a devastating quiet since we've been apart. It's a symphony of silence, a score I can't erase, the only song remaining in this empty, hollow place. A symphony of silence, the final empty piece, from the pain no release, just the silence, the silence, forever the silence remains. The well is run completely dry, staring at a vacant sky. My heart a reservoir, breached in bed, letting loose the weight I bear. No soft dripping, no slow stream, shattering the final dream. It's a flood now, uncontrolled, a story that can't be told. 'Cause every tear is a waterfall, crashing down the canyon walls, washing out the memory of how we used to be. A raging river of regret, drowning in the love I can't forget. Every tear a waterfall, and I'm going to drown tonight if they keep the call. soaked, the sheets are wet, a landscape of my deep regret. The day I'm broke sometime after 2, when I realized I lost you. It isn't gentle, isn't calm, there is no comfort, just a storm, a torrent of what should have been. Where do I begin again? 'Cause every tear is a waterfall, crashing down the canyon walls, washing out the memory of how we used to be. A raging river of regret, drowning in the love I can't forget. Every tear a waterfall, and I'm going to drown tonight if they keep the call. If water holds the truth we hid, the things we said, the things we did, then I am a bottomless ocean deep. Promises I couldn't keep, the volume rising fast and high beneath the dark and broken sky. 'Cause every tear is a waterfall, crashing down the canyon walls, washing out the memory of how we used to be. A raging river of regret, drowning in the love I can't forget. Every tear a waterfall, and I'm going to drown tonight if they keep the call. A waterfall, a raging fall from these eyes. For your goodbye, the flood won't stop till every piece of me drops. Fade out with the sound of roaring water. The surface tension's breaking down. I'm tired of trying not to drown. My lungs are heavy, full of lead, echoing the words you never said. No rescue boat, no helping hand, just sinking further in the sand. The sunlight fades, the world goes gray. I'm done with fighting every single day. I'm learning how to drown where the silence is a sound, a deep blue peace in the undertow. Letting go of everything I know. No more gasping for the air, no more pretending that I care. I'm finally letting my guard down. I'm learning how to drown. The anchors of my past are set, tangled in a fishing net of all the moments we had planned, dissolving here beneath the sand. I used to kick against the tide with all this pain I had to hide. Now the pressure starts to ease, carried by the deepest breeze. I'm learning how to drown where the silence is a sound, a deep blue peace in the undertow. Letting go of everything I know. No more gasping for the air, no more pretending that I care. I'm finally letting my guard down. I'm learning how to drown. There is no sudden crash or fight, just drifting in the fading light. Acceptance is a heavy coat, the only thing that keeps me afloat. Paradoxical and strange, embracing the final silent change. blue where I lost you. Fade out with the sound of bubbles rising slowly. We bloom so fast under a borrowed sun, a fragile, vibrant moment, bright until it's done. Like wildflowers in a drought, we reach for the sky, ignore the coming winter, never asking why. We thought our glow was permanent, a fire meant to last, but beauty burns brightly and fades so very fast. 'Cause on earth we're briefly gorgeous, painted in the light. Then the canvas tears, the colors plunge to endless night. We were a fleeting masterpiece, vibrant and so free. Now just a silent shadow of who we used to be. We shine, we break, we vanish like a whisper in the dawn. On earth we're briefly gorgeous, and then we're gone. Your eyes held every galaxy, a universe within, a story just beginning that never got to end. We traced the constellations on the skin we held so near, erasing all the distance, erasing every fear. But even stars collapse, they burn out into space, and all I have is memory of your gentle, perfect face. 'Cause on earth we're briefly gorgeous, painted in the light. Then the canvas tears, the colors plunge to endless night. We were a fleeting masterpiece, vibrant and so free. Now just a silent shadow of who we used to be. Shine, we break, we vanish like a whisper in the dawn. On earth we're briefly gorgeous, and then we're gone. The clock ticks slow now, but the end is still the same. Just an ember fading, the cooling of a flame. Does it matter that we love so much, that we felt so deep? If all that's left is dust for the silent earth to keep. We were spectacular, yes, for a little while now. Just a passing memory, just a single smile. 'Cause on earth we're briefly gorgeous, painted in the light. Then the canvas tears, the colors plunge to endless night. We were a fleeting masterpiece, vibrant and so free. Now just a silent shadow of who we used to be. We shine, we break, we vanish like a whisper in the dawn. On earth we're briefly gorgeous, and then we're gone. And then we're gone. The beauty fades away, just dust and decay. We were gorgeous, briefly and gone. I drew the plans myself, measured every line. very foundation of every doubt I held. Laid the bricks of silence that you never once dispelled. I framed the walls with reasons why we had to fall apart. An architect of ruin, the demolition of the heart. This is the architecture of my demise, built on broken promises and whispered lies. A towering structure of exquisite, careful pain, washing all my futures down the drain. Every beam is a memory, every nail a tear, a monument to everything we built and fear. The windows are all boarded up, I can't see the light. Trapped within the blueprint of eternal night. I shingled the roof with pride and stubborn cold regret. A fortress of denial that I can't forget. The blueprints are so flawless, the structure stands so strong. A perfectly designed disaster where everything went wrong. This is the architecture of my demise, built on broken promises and whispered lies. A towering structure of exquisite, careful pain, washing all my futures down the drain. Every beam is a memory, every nail a tear, a monument to everything we built and fear. I walk the empty hallways, just an echo in the space, staring at the ghost that used to wear your face. I designed the exit, but I sealed the door. Didn't know what I was building until I couldn't take no more. Now I'm trapped inside the masterpiece of my own end, a structure I can't break down, rebuild, or ever mend. This is the architecture of my demise, built on broken promises and whispered lies. A towering structure of exquisite, careful pain, washing all my futures down the drain. Every beam is a memory, every nail a tear, the monument to everything we built and fear. The architecture of my demise, only dust in my eyes. The walls are closing in. Where do I begin to tear it down? To tear it down. The pendulum is frozen, the hands will make the round. There isn't any ticking, there isn't any sound. It stopped the very moment that you said we had to end. A sudden silent snap, no power left to mend. The gears are rusted over, the spring has come around. In the attic of my memory, the saddest thing I found. I am the clock that stopped ticking on a quarter past your name. A perfect slice of sorrow in this endless empty frame. The time of us is over, caught within the glass, watching all the future mark the anniversaries with every steady chime. A rhythm and a cadence keeping pace with passing time. We thought we'd reach the midnight, the forever that we planned, with every beat together, holding hand in hand. But the weight fell off the balance, the chain snapped from the gear, and every single second now is measured by a tear. I am the clock that stopped ticking on a quarter past your name, a perfect slice of sorrow in this endless empty frame. The time of us is over, caught within the glass, watching all the futures that will never come to pass. The mechanism of my heart, it just seized up and died the moment you walked out the door, the moment that you lied. If I could wind it up again, find a key to fit the lock, maybe I could force the hands to move around the clock. But the casing's cracked and broken, the face is hard to read, just a relic of the moment when you planted sorrow's seed. It's permanently 5:15, the hour of our fall, forever trapped in that second, answering your final call. I am the clock that stopped ticking on a quarter past your name, a perfect slice of sorrow in this endless empty frame. The time of us is over, caught within the glass, watching all the futures that will never come to pass. The mechanism of my heart, it just seized up and died the moment you walked out the door, the moment that you lied. The clock stopped ticking, quiet as a ghost. The time I missed the most, stuck at the hour you left me, stuck at the hour you left me. Forever silent, forever frozen. Sun came up in usual gray, promised just another day. The clock ticked over 5:30, the only hour I felt alive. I reached across the empty sheets, a silence of a life's defeat. But something felt profoundly wrong. No morning chords, no soft song. It was the day the birds stopped singing, the air grew still and tight, as if the world held its breath, waiting for eternal night. Not a chirp or a single coo. The moment I knew I lost you, the final warning, sharp and clear, confirming my most dreadful fear. Hey. I ran into the garden air, searching trees with frantic stare. The feeders hung untouched and full. The sky was stark and beautiful, but empty of all feathered sound. Not one soul on the hollow ground. The silence screamed a symphony of what was lost to you and me. It was the day the birds stopped singing, the air grew still and tight, as if the world held its breath, waiting for eternal night. Not a chirp or a single coo. The moment I knew I lost you, the final warning, sharp and clear, confirming my most dreadful fear. They say that nature feels the changes, something breaks and rearranges the ecosystem of my heart, torn by the moment we fell apart. Maybe they knew before I did what the future gently hid. That love once vibrant now is ceased, and all the singing birds released. It was the day the birds stopped singing, the air grew still and tight, as if the world held its breath, waiting for eternal night. Not a chirp or a single coo. The moment I knew singing, the world is quiet, just my breathing, the final riot. No more songs for you or me, silence as far as the eye can see. Fade out with profound silence. Raindrops on the pane, matching the tears I couldn't shed. A still gray mirror to my soul, losing the only life I knew. Every drop of memory, hitting the glass impatiently, washing the city clean, but leaving the stains on me. Raindrops on the pane, drumming on this empty heart, trying to wash away the pieces ripped apart. The thunder rolls, the lightning strikes, an echo of our final fights. Just rain on the pane, a cold and lonely sting, hoping the downpour can numb a broken thing. I'm standing by the window pane, watching the world go down the drain. The streetlights bleed through blurry eyes, another night without goodbyes. Your shadows in the empty chair, your absence hanging in the air. The smell of rain is all I taste, all of our future gone to waste. Raindrops on the pane, drumming on this empty heart, trying to wash away the pieces ripped apart. The thunder rolls, the lightning strikes, an echo of our final fights. Just rain on the pane, a cold and lonely stain, hoping the downpour can numb a broken thing. They say that time will heal the cuts, but time is slow and silence cuts. The storm outside won't ever cease until my heart can find some peace. Maybe if it rains enough, maybe I'll learn to be tough. Raindrops on the pane, drumming on this empty heart, trying to wash away the pieces ripped apart. The thunder rolls, the lightning strikes, an echo of our final fights. Just rain on the pane, a cold and lonely sting, hoping the downpour can numb a broken thing. Just rain on the pane, falling down. The hurt remains in this ghost town. Let it pour, 'cause I can't hurt anymore. Fade out with the sound of heavy rain. A trace of lines of photographs we took that afternoon, beneath the summer sky just before the coming doom. We were laughing by the water, everything felt right. We had no hint of shadows, no whisper of the night. It was pure, it was perfect, vibrant and so true. The final time the world made sense, the final time, that was the last good day. Painted in the sun before the storm arrived, and everything came undone. The calendar is frozen on that moment in the past, the only time a memory was ever meant to last. I live in filtered through the trees, a snapshot of a life that felt completely at ease. I remember what you wore that day, the way you caught my eye. We talked about forever underneath that clear blue sky. Now every day is great, every hour a fight for breath, living in the aftermath, a slow unending death. That was the last good day, painted in the sun before the storm arrived and everything came undone. The calendar is frozen on that moment in the past, the only time a memory was ever meant to last. I live inside that amber light, refusing every new dawn, clinging to the feeling from the day you weren't gone. If I could press rewind and stay there in the light, I'd never leave that moment, I'd never face the plight. I'd bottle up the feeling, the safety and the trust, before it all turned bitter, before it turned to dust. It's a perfect prison, that single sunny day, the only place I'm happy, the only place I'll stay. That was the last good day, painted in the sun before the storm arrived and everything came undone. The calendar is frozen on that moment in the past, the only time a memory was ever meant to last. I live inside that amber light, refusing every new dawn, clinging to the feeling from the day you weren't gone. The last good day, stuck in yesterday. There is no tomorrow, only hollow sorrow. The last good day, the last good day. The map is folded in my hand, tracing lines across this land. It speaks of rivers, hills and trees, a world of silent, peaceful breeze. But here the earth is cracked and gray, our vibrant colors fade away. The fields we tended, rich and deep, are barren now, a promise we can't keep. They say there is a hidden place where life still holds a gentle grace, the last green valley, fresh and whole, the final sanctuary for a tired soul, a whispered hope, a fragile thread for the living and the quiet dead. I'm searching for that one last view, a paradise for me and you. The air is thick with dust and doubt, as all the lights are going out. The crops have failed, the well is dry beneath the suffocating sky. We pack the few things left to own, moving into the great unknown, seeking shelter from the storm, where a single seed can still grow. They say there is a hidden place where life still holds a gentle grace, the last green valley, They say there is a hidden place where life still holds a gentle grace. The last green valley, fresh and whole, the final sanctuary for a tired soul. A whispered hope, a fragile thread for the living in the quiet dead. I'm searching for that one last view, a paradise for me and you. The last green valley, are you real? The hope I feel, the wound won't heal. Just a myth, a final lie, as the last green valley passes by. Fade out with a sigh and the sound of wind. The lighthouse stands so steady, a sentinel of stone, watching over waters where the deepest seeds are sown. We thought we were the keepers of a beacon burning bright, guarding safe the passage through the endless starless night. But the sea is vast and hollow, and the promises we made are just salt on the tongue, a debt that can't be paid. There's a light between the oceans, a flicker in the gray where the sorrow meets the memory at the closing of the day. Two great expanses of what we lost and what we feared, divided by the hope that disappeared. And I am caught here on the narrow sliver of the land, lost between the breaking waves, a shell within my hand. The fog rolls in so heavy, obscuring every view. The world is blurred and silent, empty without you. We try to anchor happiness upon that fragile shore, believing that our love could always ask for more. But a gale can steal a future, a storm can steal a soul, leaving just the wreckage where the lonely bell tolls. There's a light between the oceans, a flicker in the gray where the sorrow meets the memory at the closing of the day. Two great expanses of what we lost and what we feared, divided by the hope that disappeared. And I am caught here on the narrow sliver of the land, lost between the breaking waves, a shell within my hand. The beams are weak and wandering, they barely cut the air, just momentary glimpses of the weight that we both bear. One ocean holds the laughter, the life we thought we had. The other holds the silence, the crushing, aching, sad. We were meant to be the constant, a guide for ships at sea. Now we're just two castaways drifting separately. There's a light between the oceans, a flicker in the gray where the sorrow meets the memory, yeah, the closing of the day. Two great expanses of what we lost and what we feared, divided by the hope that disappeared. And I'm caught here on the narrow sliver of the land, lost between the breaking waves. No power left to save. The light is fading fast. No light is meant to last. Between two oceans of grief, only shadow remains. I unfolded all the promises you drew upon the sheet, a treasure map to happiness, impossibly sweet. Every line a future road, every cross a goal. I memorized the journey that would save my broken soul. The paper's worn and faded now, the ink began to run. The moment that I realized the journey had begun. It's a map to nowhere, a guide without a land, just an empty, cruel illusion written by your hand. The directions point in circles, the landmarks don't exist, a phantom destination hidden in the mist. I'm wandering in the wilderness you swore we'd never reach, holding just the fragments of the promises you preached. The compass spins wildly, it doesn't know the north. Every step I take reveals it was a journey of no worth. You marked an X for treasure where my heart was meant to be, but all I dug up was the grave of a forgotten we. I walk through towns of memory, every street a past regret, following the markings of a love I can't forget. It's a map to nowhere, a guide without a land, just an empty, cruel illusion written by your hand. The directions point in circles, the landmarks don't exist, a phantom destination hidden in the mist. I'm wandering in the wilderness you swore we'd never reach, holding just the fragments of the promises you preached. I could set the map on fire, burn it into dust, but I cling to every chart edge with a desperate, tragic trust. Because if the map is useless, then my journey has no point, and I'm afraid the destination was just a joint fabrication, a beautiful, perfect lie that led me to the middle of nowhere just to die. It's a map to nowhere, a guide without a land, just an empty, cruel illusion written by your hand. The directions point in circles, the landmarks don't exist, a phantom destination hidden in the mist. I'm wandering in the wilderness you swore we'd never reach, holding just the fragments of the promises you leading me astray. Every day, sunrise paints the window pane, another lonely hue. The coffee's cold, the silent room still smells of you. Not your cologne, not the linen, but the ghost you left behind in the small box on the table where the memories unwind. Oh, the scent of paper, the weight of words, every line a symphony of all we meant to be. The ink is dry, but the feeling burns, a paper trail of promises we etched in history. Now they're just echoes, heavy echoes mocking me. I open up the first one, dated 2018. The cursive script so confident, describing our shared dream. We planned a life in paragraphs, future tense and bright. Who knew those careful sentences would fade into the night? Oh, the scent of paper, the weight of words, every line a symphony of all we meant to be. The ink is dry, but the feeling burns, a paper trail of promises we etched in history. Now they're just echoes, heavy echoes mocking me. The weight is crushing, physical, a stack of yellow love, 1,000 I love yous that never were enough. I trace the loops and letters, searching for a sign, a reason for the closing chapter. That final line, the final line I never got to write. Oh, the scent of paper, the weight of words, every line a symphony of all we meant to be. The ink is dry, but the feeling burns, a paper trail of promises we etched in history. Now they're just echoes, heavy echoes mocking me. The scent of paper, it's all that's left, the weight of words of love bereft. I close the box, the lid falls shut, with the weight of all we were and all will never be. Just the paper, just the words fade out. The harbor lights are fading, the storm is coming fast. The final call for rescue, a moment meant to last. We were a mighty vessel built to cross the sea, but the captain fled the deck, abandoning me. The hull began to rupture, the water started creeping in. A battle lost before the fight could ever truly begin. High on the ship that sank alone beneath the heavy swell, a silent broken tragedy, a private lonely hell. No one sent a lifeboat, no one heard the call, just the cold dark water and the crushing final fall down to the ocean floor, where the ghosts begin to weep, a secret buried silent in the deep. Unending deep. You took the only compass You stole the only map, left me to the mercy of the current and the trap. The distress flares were useless, burning out so fast. Just momentary flashes of a love that didn't last. I tried to mend the pumps myself, tried to save the bow, but I can't fight the ocean single-handed here and now. High on the ship that sank alone beneath the heavy swell, a silent broken tragedy, a private lonely hell. No one sent a lifeboat, no one heard the call, just the cold dark water and the crushing final fall down to the ocean floor, where the ghosts begin to weep, a secret buried silent in the deep. Unending deep. The pressure's growing stronger, the metal starts to bend, knowing this is really how the story has to end. No grand explosion, no simmer to make a flame, just a slow sad vanishing, a shell without a name. The water fills the windows, the silence fills the space, erasing every memory of your perfect empty face. High on a ship that sank alone beneath the heavy swell, a silent broken tragedy, a private lonely hell. No one sent a lifeboat, no one heard the call, just the cold dark water and the crushing final fall down to the ocean floor, where the ghosts begin to weep, a secret buried silent in the deep. Unending deep. Sank alone, so alone, down where no light has shone. The ship that sank alone, the ship that sank alone, gone to the bottom of the sea, the end of you and me. Dust collects on photograph frames, forgotten moments, whispered names, a bookshelf missing, volume 2, 100 things I plan to do, but most is the space beside the bed, and all the words that went unsaid. Tickets on a future lost, a hope stillborn. The saddest gaps in history are the things you left with me. That little cabin by the lake, we never fixed the door that shakes, the garden walk each spring, where every moment used to sing. Now the weeds grow wild and high beneath the cold and empty sky, just like the promise that we made to never let our colors fade. Future lost, a hope stillborn. The saddest gaps in history are the things you left with me. The hardest one is not the house or fixing that broken things we leave unfinished. The stories have begun. A canvas bare, a melody that never saw the sun. A half-packed bag, a ticket torn, a future lost, a hope stillborn. The saddest gaps in history are the things you left with me, unfinished, incomplete. A bitter memory, bittersweet. Just a sketch of what could be, the things we leave unfinished, you and me. Headed down, fade out. Waiting for the end of the world. The news report is just a hum. My senses are completely numb. They talk of deadlines, red alerts, of distant fires and burning hurts. The clock is ticking faster now, but I don't feel the panic how they say I should. My heart is dead, numb by the final words you said. I'm just waiting for the end of the world. Every flag a warning unfurled. Let the sky turn black, let the oceans rise. There's no more fear behind these eyes, 'cause my world ended when you walked away. I've been living in the ruins since that day. So let the final curtain fall. I've already lost it all. The sirens scream outside my door, demanding I should want some more life to live, air to breathe. But what is left for me to weave? A future without your soft hand. I just don't think I understand why I should run or try to hide with nothing left alive inside. I'm just waiting for the end of the world. Every flag a warning unfurled. Let the sky turn black, let the oceans rise. There's no more fear behind these eyes, 'cause my world ended when you walked away. I've been living in the ruins since that day. So let the final curtain fall. I've already lost it all. Maybe when the comet hits the ground, you'll finally hear my silent sound. Maybe in the chaos and the dust, we'll turn to something other than this rush. The final moment, you and me, in the face of the infinity. I'm just waiting for the end of the world. Every flag a warning unfurled. Let the sky turn black, let the oceans rise. There's no more fear behind these eyes, 'cause my world ended when you walked away. I've been living in the ruins since that day. So let the final curtain fall. I've already lost it all. Waiting for the end, a final friend. No more tears to cry, just a quiet goodbye. The world can end now, it's okay. My heart broke anyway. Fade out with the sound of distant apocalyptic noise. Watching the tides erase our names. We walk down to the shoreline, a bottle of cheap wine, carved our names into the sand. Thought it was a sign, a symbol of forever, simple, bold and deep, a secret that the ocean would promise us to keep. We laughed about the permanence, how nothing could undo the simple, hopeful legacy of me and you and you. But now I stand alone here beneath the heavy sky, watching the tides erase our names as the hours hurry by. The water climbs the letters, the edges start to blur, a metaphor for everything we were and now no longer are. The ocean takes the history, the future and the blame as I'm left watching the tides erase our names. The J is almost gone now, dissolved into the foam. The waves are cold and ruthless, making sorrow feel like home. I see a sea that fractures, a letter breaking free, just like the sudden silence that came between you and me. We thought that love was concrete, a rock against the spray, but love was just a carving the sea could wash away. But now I stand alone here beneath the heavy sky, watching the tides erase our names as the hours hurry by. The water climbs the letters, the edges start to blur, a metaphor for everything we were and now no longer are. The ocean takes the history, the future and the blame as I'm left watching the tides erase our names. I could redraw them deeper with a desperate shaking hand, fight against the water, reclaim the fragile sand. But what's the use in fighting what the universe intends? Every single story written in the sand eventually ends. The salt is on my face now, mixed in with every tear, accepting the departure of everything held dear. But now I stand alone here beneath the heavy sky, watching the tides erase our names as the hours hurry by. The water climbs the letters, the edges start to blur, a metaphor for everything we were and now no longer are. The ocean takes the history, the future and the blame as I'm left watching the tides erase our names, erase our names. The tide takes it all. I watch the final fall, our names are gone. The love in the anchor rode her, fearless and so free. You were the sturdy anchor that held the ship for me. Through every sudden tempest, every rising storm, you promised me a shelter, a safe place to keep warm. I trusted that connection, the weight that held us fast, believing that our anchor chain was built to truly last. But the waves grew high and violent, the deepest blue to black, and I felt that sudden tension, the sudden terrible crack. It wasn't rust or metal failure, the strength just wasn't there. A final fatal weakness floating on the We found a quiet harbor once, safe inside the bay, but you kept pushing outward, wanting to stray. I begged you just to hold us, to drop the hook right here, but you chose the open water, driven on by fear. The rope went slack and useless, the metal hit the stone, leaving me to manage all this emptiness alone. But the waves grew high and violent, the deepest blue to black, and I felt that sudden tension, the sudden terrible crack. It wasn't rust or metal failure, the strength just wasn't there. A final fatal weakness floating on the air. Now I'm lost upon the ocean, tossed by wind and spray. Ever since the anchor broke and you drifted away. They say an anchor saves you, it keeps you from the land. But what if the land is safer than the anchor in your hand? My vessel's taking water, the sails are torn and frayed, a heavy price for promises I thought that you had made. The anchor was a lie, the weight was never true. Now there's nothing left to hold on to, nothing left to do. But the waves grew high and violent, the deepest blue to black, and I felt that sudden tension, the sudden terrible crack. It wasn't rust or metal failure, the strength just wasn't there. A final fatal weakness floating on the air. Now I'm lost upon the ocean, tossed by wind and spray. Ever since the anchor broke and you drifted away. When the anchor broke, the final silent joke, lost to the cruel cold sea, the end of you and me. The anchor broke, the anchor broke.